Yo guys, so today we're about to break down a new jazz type beat I made while I was at my cousin's crib, and just for fun he decided to rap on this shit, and I think he did kind of a great job actually. It's a pretty good song, you know. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be a top song or even a really good song, but I think it's an okay song for a really okay artist. Talking about artists, I think that KAIRO, KEYZ and LUNCHBOX will definitely hop on this beat. You know, it's a really simple, really bouncy type beat, and yeah, new jazz is always like this. Don't forget guys, my new Lost Files drum kit is gonna drop the 4th of August, but I'm gonna drop few surprises here and there next week, so this is about to be lit. Stay tuned for this, stay tuned next week also, and yeah, let's get to the breakdown.
Pas dans ses bails, quand tu regardais dans les détails, elle ressemblait au skin boss sky, car avec l'autre à Dubaï, to the other, I say bye, I'm on fire like Ninja Kai, it's a duo, Agni Kai, with her, I touch the sky.
Okay, so let me show you how to do this chord progression. So first I used F sharp, and basically what you want to do is place the F sharp on the first step here. As you can see, that's the first step, and you want to follow it up till halfway like this, and this is to create some rhythm. Then you just want to take that note and use the skip place method that you saw in my last tutorial, and if you don't know about it, just go here, view, scale highlighting, and just use the A sharp minor natural Aeolian. This is what I'm using, but you can also change your root note. Then what you're going to do is skip place and use 7th and 9th chords. Let me show you. So you're gonna take like this, boom, skip this one, place it, skip this one, place it. Here you have a triad, so this is a triad chord. It has 3 notes in it, and then you just want to copy again and place it, and there you have a 7th, so it's gonna use the root note. So let's say that the root note becomes the first note, so we have the first, then the second, we skip it, third we place, fourth we skip, fifth we place, sixth we skip, and 7th we place, like this. So here's your 7th chord. What you want to do then is copy that note here, so copy the bass note and put it one under in the scale, so 1 semitone down like this. And then what you want to do is do the same method, skip place until you have a 7th or a 9th chord. Skip place like this. This is how it sounds like. As you can see, just a really nice simple chord progression. And lastly, for the last chord that's gonna play a really big part of the song, I'm gonna use D sharp, and it's playing all along till here, bro. It's playing a really big sequence in the song, and what we're gonna do is use the same method, skip place like this. So let's see, skip place, and there you have a 7th chord. But if you look carefully, if I take the first chord here and I place it there, it's literally the same thing. So the 7th chord here is the same here, skip place like this one last time, and there you have a 9th chord. Because if we're going to D sharp and this is the first, then we skip the second, we place the third, we skip the fourth, we place the fifth, and we skip the sixth, we place the 7th, but then we also skip the 8th and we place the 9th to create a more jazzy and more R&B-ish chord. Then you just want to take the bass notes, place them 1 octave down, and take all the 5th notes, take them and put it 1 octave down. Okay, so that we're good. But then I also wanted to add one last chord at the end, because this is going to be too simple. So I used A sharp as a note. Really, that was random. That's what going really nice. And then just want to use the same method, skip place, skip place, skip place, skip place. So here we're using a 9th chord, but as you can see, if we look at the chord before, it is a little bit more higher. So what I did is, instead of creating even more notes, I'm going to use inversions. So I'm going to take the F here and the C sharp here. I'm just going to do control up arrow like this, and then just take the bass note and put it here, and there you have the chord progression. And to have this, basically just want to add some rhythm, especially with the really long D sharp chord we had here, and this is how the chord progression sounds like. And so for this one, we're using the phase E piano 1. We're in A sharp minor at 150 BPM. And for the mix, what you want to do is brought down the lows as usual and brought down the highs. Also brought down this frequency, especially where the 808 and the bass is gonna hit. Then we're just gonna copy the chord progression and paste it on another E piano from Nulji. This is the phase E piano 2. for the mix, as usual, brought down the lows, brought down the highs, brought down this frequency here again because it's gonna be where the 808 is gonna play. You also want to separate it in stereo like this and put it to about 50%. This is gonna distance it from the first one so that they don't clash with each other. Then we're gonna use purity and we're gonna go into the bass guitar here and use the EB Rock Pick preset. Here's how the bass guitar sounds like. As you can see, it's just following the chord progression and you just want to add some rhythm. So let me show you the 4 key of new jazz type beat. So the first thing is you want to have a really nice chord progression that is using 7th, 9th and also inversions. Then you want to use some really old plugins like Xenology, Purity, GV1080 and Tridon. Those plugins that are really vintagey, you want to use them. The third key is the leads. You want to use a ton of leads. If you're trying to make a beat for beat makers like producers and shit, you want to use a ton of leads and you want to go crazy on them. But if you're trying to make a beat for artists, try to be simple with those leads, because if it's going everywhere, it's going to be lost. Then last tip is use a ton of basses, a ton of 808s. This is the last key to make a really nice new jazz type beat. So let's see the third key here. Let's see all the leads that we're using. So first we're using a lead from Xenology again. This is the humble sign lead preset, and this one's just going to play an F and then A sharp with a glide here. This is how it sounds like. And for the mix, just add a bit of reverb, put the decay a bit down, don't put it too much. If you put it more than 1 second, it's going to be a bit too much for the leads because there's going to be too much tail and then you can place multiple of leads at the same time. And mix also, you want to bring it super low, about 15%, 10%, and low cut, always put it about 500, 400 hertz. This is to remove all the low frequencies from the reverb. Talking about low frequencies, you just want to filter all the low frequencies and all the high frequencies. And then as you can see, it's playing on the right because we're going to play with the stereo environment. So then we have another lead. This is the cloud lead from Xenology that is going to play the answer of the question that was asked. Let me show you. So as you can see, if we look at the patterns here, the first lead that I showed you earlier is going to play this pattern, so F then A sharp, and then there's going to be the answer of the cloud lead, which is going to do A sharp then F. So it's basically going to answer it. And for this cloud lead, what you want to do is put it about 50% right, but all the low frequencies out, and this is how they sound together. As you can see, you have a question, then you have an answer. Then we're going to pull up Purity again and use the Autumn lead synth, and it's just making a staircase down from D sharp to A sharp. This is how it sounds like. Then for our last lead, we're using the Echo lead from Xenology again, and it's just doing a flare. To do a flare, you're going to take one note in the scale, so for example F, and instead of just playing F, you want to take the note under. So here it's D sharp. And you will make sure that it plays before F, so it creates a glide, just like this. And here's how it sounds like. Lastly, we're pulling up GV1080 from Roland. And inside of the bells, we're going to use the D50 stack preset. And as you can see, it's just playing some really random notes in the scale. This is how it sounds like. Then we're going to use a hit. Basically, a hit is an impact. This is how it sounds like. And then we're pulling up Purity again to use the dist pulse lead synth to make a repetitive lead again, bro.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And for this one, is doing a flare D sharp F, as you can see, going back to D sharp and then going to A sharp, which are the bass notes, I think. Yeah, and as you can see, to not make it too repetitive, instead of playing always D sharp, F sharp, D sharp, A sharp, it's playing D sharp, F, D sharp, D sharp, just like this, to create, you know, a bit of variation. This is how it sounds like. Okay, so this is how all the melodic elements sounds like. Okay, so let's go for all the 808s first. So for these 808s, it's gonna follow the chord progression, of course, and it's gonna use the 3 first notes, so F sharp, F, and then D sharp. And as you can see, it's repeating the same thing. Then we're going to use a Benny X acid bass. This is an acid bass basically that makes a slide. This is how it sounds like. You're going to hear it a lot in Benny X type beats, especially for EID. Then we're using a CTM playing just D sharp. Whew, CTMs always sounds good, bro. Then you have a spins. If you want to take a bass that always sounds good, this is the spins, bro. The spins and the Z, they always sound good, bro. Sounds like this. As you can see, playing D sharp again, and then the last one that is playing the A sharp chord and D sharp also to make a nice transition. Sounds like this. So alone they don't really sound good, but together, bro, together that's another level, bro. Then we're gonna use a clap, playing the basic trap pattern, so it's gonna fall on the third step like this. Then you gotta use some perk, and you know what I say. You gotta experiment, play it. I don't know, just play it. Use your feeling, bro. Use the feeling. Weird type of fucking perk, bro. Then for the hi-hat, just a basic 2-step pattern, so playing on this first step and then playing on the third step like this. And you wanna experiment with it, do some poses, do some rolls, stay simple with that one. This one's gonna be much more complex. Add a ton of rolls. As you can see, you're gonna play with the pitch too. You're gonna play with the velocity, play with the rolls to make a roll really quickly. Take your notes and use Alt A and then play with the time mode and see it's gonna change your note like this. And also play with the velocity and the pitch. This is how it sounds like. Ooh, sounds good, bro. As we're gonna use a kick following, not all the time, but following sometimes the 808. For the kick, a really great tip is you want to go into sampler like this, and what you want to click is here and use the boost feature. And bro, I tell you, it's gonna sound aggressive, so make sure that you don't put it too much. Put it about 10%, not more than 20%, bro. If you do it, I'm gonna tell you, your mix is gonna crash, bro. It's gonna crash. And lastly, we're using another snare, playing with the clap. Finally, we're using effects, so fill, a riser, and an effects. And also here I also added some open hats, so there's a ton of open hats, and what you want to do is just make sure that they don't play together, because if they play together they're gonna clash. And also make sure that you create a counter rhythm. Let's all play them together. This is how it sounds like. I'm pretty sure you're gonna ask me, how do you do this? How you do this? Basically, what you want to do is you want to take one note. So as you can see, we're taking C, and we're just gonna go into another note below. So me, I was using F4. And when you want to place your note, you want to place your note like this, and then you want to double click and click this thing. This is the glide feature basically. And lastly, the last thing we had to use is the bell for yeet, bro. You know this shit. And we're almost done. The last thing you gotta see is how to do this intro. So basically, you wanna take your pattern, you wanna cut it. So cut the entire thing till about here. Make sure that it covers only one step, so like this. Then you wanna take everything, you wanna copy it here. Then you wanna extend it a little bit like this. Then copy it again, copy it again. And for the last one, just create a more faster effect. Just copy it, divide it by 2, and copy it again. Then just wanna add some effects here, down there. And this is how the intro sounds like.
Balancer bail, quand tu regardais dans les détails, elle ressemblait au skin Sky. Quand avec l'autre à Dubaï, to the other, I say bye. I'm on fire like Ninja Kai. It's a duo, Agni Kai. With her, I touch the sky.
Okay, so I hope that the tutorial was useful, guys. As always, make sure to have fun, guys, when you're making beats. That's the most important thing. I hope that you have a blessed day, everyone. May God bless your day, guys. I hope that you like the beat, that you like the song. Don't forget to drop a follow, smash the like button, and drop a comment if you want. This is a great way for you to support my channel, and it means a lot, especially for a small YouTuber like me. So yeah, have a great day, everyone. Love y'all. Peace out.
ses bails. Quand tu regardais dans les détails, elle ressemblait au skin Sky. Quand avec l'autre à Dubaï, to the other, I say bye. I'm on fire like Ninja Kai. It's a duo, Agni Kai. With her, I touch the sky.